Mr. Rogers. Good morning. My name is Stacy. I'm your nurse, and I just wanted to kind of come in and check on you and see how things are going. Can you please tell me your name and date of birth?
Carl Rogers, 3/5/1942.
Thank you, Mr. Rogers. How are you feeling?
I feel okay. I just feel like when I leave, I'm gonna be a burden to my wife.
Hmm, that's understandable, especially with a new diagnosis of Parkinson's. There's a lot of unknowns of what's to come.
Mm.
Um, Actually, that's why I came in. I'm going to take a seat and just kind of talk with you for a few minutes. Um, as you're getting ready to go home, you're going to definitely see that a lot of things are going to change in your life. And the key plan for you that I've made is we want to try to keep you as independent as possible. Okay.
Mm.
I know that just going through something as scary and just unknown as Parkinson's can be, it just can be overwhelming. And with that being said, I definitely want to get you equipped for what to expect when you leave. I also want to get you equipped with some resources because I have found that when people are facing something new and challenging and scary, it's best to have other people in the same situation. Okay.
Mm.
Some of the things that you may be feeling is, just fear or you tell me, what are you feeling?
I am scared. Like I said, I don't want my wife to, have to take care of everything. And then here's me just not being able to do anything or provide for my family.
Okay, I can appreciate that, especially if you have been the provider and the main person who takes care of the home, the handyman of the home, as you were explaining to me before, and now you're going into uncharted territory.
Mm.
And it can be, like I said, just overwhelming, not knowing what to expect. Something I want you to keep in mind is that this disease it's not an indication of your character. Your character has always been a strong person, from what you and your wife have told me. You've worked all your life, you've taken care of your family. So when you were able, you did. And you have to keep that in mind that this is not a flaw in your character. It's simply I don't want to say simply, it's something that is happening to you physically, but it's also happening to you emotionally because it's such a change. It's going against everything you're used to from what you've told me. And I definitely understand that. And so what I did was I went ahead and looked into some different support groups. Okay.
Mm.
Um, I found that when I've been in these situations myself, and with other patients, when you talk to other people who are going through what you're going through, it helps you not to feel like it's just happening to you and it's just uncharted area where you don't know how in the world you can find solutions. By talking to people who are in your shoes, you can learn different techniques to maintain your independence. We're going to teach you some things. I'm going to teach you some things like, make eating small meals, trying to do different tasks at just a little bit at a time, taking rest in between. We'll go into the physical aspect, but more importantly, I want to make sure that you're able to be strong mentally. Okay.
Okay.
And I understand that some people they enjoy support groups. Some people that's not their thing. They don't want to get in front of other a group of other people. So what I made sure to do was I looked up some resources for both support groups and also for individual counseling. And in this paperwork that I'm going to give you when you head out, it's going to go ahead and provide you over. I noticed you live in the Fountain Hills area, so I found you a Parkinson's disease support group. They meet on the first Wednesday every month, and I provided the name and number of who you need to reach out to, as well as an email. I also would like you to kind of get out there a little bit more than once a month. So I made sure I looked into other resources that you can capitalize on. And I know your wife's going to be, as you mentioned, she's going to be under some additional strain.
Mm-hmm.
And you have to keep in mind, you're not doing this to her intentionally. It's just one of the effects of the disease. With that being said, she's also going to need some support herself. So I've provided a meeting that meets on the first Monday with the Fountain Hills Parkinson's disease support group, and they're for caregivers of people with Parkinson's disease. It's a little bit of a drive, but I also Googled, it's 29 miles from your home in Gilbert. There's a Banner Nero Wellness. They meet more often every Friday just to have coffee and chat. Maybe you can learn about some different things that people find helpful. And the old saying, there's strength in numbers. I know it sounds like a cliche, but the reality is there really is. When you get with other people who are going through what you're going through, you don't feel so alone. And like I said, if nothing else, you can learn how people have gotten around the difficulties of Parkinson's, what little skills they have learned help them. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I also provided a crisis hotline on here, and I just want you to call it if you're feeling really down. Okay. You need to seek out help if you feel like you're in that position, because everyone is rooting for you. We do want you to do well, and it's understandable to feel overwhelmed. But please seek out some help if you feel that you're just at your breaking point, or even if you just need to talk. There's nothing wrong with that. I also went ahead and included a phone number for the Parkinson's Foundation. I have the website. I don't know about you, but I hate dealing with computers and trying to find things, so I wanted to provide you with the phone number. So I have the phone number here for the Parkinson's Foundation. They're an awesome resource. They provide different skills, different ways to get around, impairments that come with Parkinson's disease. They also give some safety tips. We want to get like those throw rugs, things out of your way. And they could get you routed to some one-on-one help. If you feel like you're more comfortable in that type of situation of getting counseling one-on-one, talking with someone one-on-one, you can try that, but you never know. I mean, try a one-on-one, try a support group. You might learn that you like one better than the other. And at this time, at this fork in the road in your life, you got to open yourself up to different things to make sure that you have the support that you need. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and get some more of your paperwork ready. I'm going to leave these resources on your bedside table, and when your wife comes back, I will go ahead and tell her about them as well. And is there anything I can get you right now?
No, thank you.
Okay. Well, then let's try to get some rest. As I mentioned, small meals and rest are a key component to being successful at this. And I'll come in and check on you in a little bit, okay?
Okay.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Carl, for your time.
Thank you.